Siha was initiated by a very prominent Somaliland woman activist called Hibab. The idea came to her at the time that the whole region of the Horn of Africa was either in conflict or in a post-conflict era. And she thought about why shouldn't we do something about all these atrocities going on in our countries.
ለማነጋገር ስትጥር በወቅቱ የህግ ባለሙያ ሴቶች ማህበር ኦሬዲ አባል ነበር የሲሃ። ስለዚህም በአንድ ቢሮ ተገናኝተን ቁጭ ብለን ተነጋገርን። ስሰማ በዚህ ሰብ ሪጅን ውስጥ ያሉ የተለያዩ ሴት ድርጅቶች እንቅስቃሴ የውመንስ ሙቭመንትን
Our first General Assembly was held in Hargeisa in the same year in November. That's when Siha decided to have its own board, its own General Assembly, even decide on the location where to open our main office.
It's a very brave organization, extremely brave and risk takers. But we don't do that randomly. We calculate our step and we do it for the sake of the women and girls that we are working with. Because our people, they need Siha, the women we work on their behalf, they need Siha to amplify their voices.
The struggles of women are remarkably similar everywhere. Whether it's the women's experiences with violence. How do we think of our problems as collective problems, not individual problems? How do we build movements and how do we sustain them? And I think Siha's structure itself indicates our commitment to that. It is a journey. I cannot say we've reached it, but it is a journey and it is a real commitment, which for us is also a political commitment.
We believe in diversity. We believe in the inclusivity. We are accountable to our donor. We are accountable to our beneficiaries that we are serving. We are accountable to ourselves. We are transparent. We are looking for the excellency in our work. We are looking for our weakness and try to improve. We are supporting our partner, improving their capacity.
تجربتي مع صيحة من 2011 ل 2014 غيرت حياتي تماماً. الشغل في الفيلد والزيارات اللي كنت بعملها كاوتريتش أوفيسر للنساء في مناطقه خلتني أفهم إنه تصوراتي عن تجارب النساء المعاشة في المجتمعات المحلية والنساء من الطبقة العاملة. فصيحة زي ما بتشتغل مع النساء الناشطات ونساء الطبقة الوسطى أو النخب، برضو بتشتغل بصورة أساسية مع النساء من مناطق الحروب، بتشتغل مع نساء الطبقة العاملة.
Siha'S strategic initiative for women in the Horn of Africa በሴቶች ዙሪያ የሚሰሩ በአፍሪካ በተለይም ደግሞ ሆርን ኦፍ አፍሪካ ብለን የምንጠራው አካባቢ ወደ 8 አገሮች በአባልነት ያቀፈ እንደሆነ መጠን የመጀመሪያ ትልቅ አቺቭመንት ብዬ የማስበው በዚህ በሆርን ኦፍ አፍሪካ ያሉ የሴቶች ድርጅቶች ወደ አንድ ስፔስ
They work with women at all levels with a special focus on the grassroots woman. They have made the market woman, they've made the woman who vends food on the streets, they've made them visible.
أعظم إنجازات عملتها صيحة للنساء أول حاجة دربتهم في إنه في الوعي القانوني يعرفوا حقهم وين في الدستور، كيف يقدروا ياخذوا حقهم في القانون الشرعي والجنائي لأنه ما كانوا عارفين شيء. علمتهم كيف يقدروا يزيلوا الفقر من بيوتهم لأنه خلتوا الناس قدروا يشتغلوا، قدروا يقيفوا، يربوا أولادهم نحن من عرفنا صيحة ومع إنجازاتها لما قعدنا جمعنا أولادنا اللي نجحوا في المدارس كان 9,000 طالب وخريج، لأنه بعد صيحة جات الناس اتمكنت في التمكين، عرفنا ناخد حقنا باللوائح القانونية، دربتهم في حاجات. مثلا أعظم شيء إنه عشان بناتنا ما كان يجوا يشتغلوا شاي زينا، ودت لنا بناتنا التدريب المهني، يتعلموا الكهرباء، يتعلموا الحدادة، يتعلموا النجارة، تكييف وتبريد. الآن في جولدير في بنات شغالات في التكييف والتبريد. عندنا البنات اللي تعلمن الكهرباء الآن في مايو دي في بنات الواحدة بتمشي تصلح الخلاطة، بالصين المروحة، يعني ماشيين خلوا الشاي خلوا الحاجات دي، بقوا شغالين شغل فني. فده ما كان حصل أصلا، لكن صيحة عملته لنا.
أفتكر ده إنجاز كبير جدا جدا، وبعتبر من أكبر إنجازات صيحة اللي هي في أثناء اندلاع الحرب في دارفور. صيحة مشت دارفور، فتحت مكتب هناك وقاعدة موجودة، كان عندها ممثلين هناك في عز الحرب وفي عز وقت النزاعات، والوقت كان صعب جدا يعني. فقدرت صيحة إنها تصل النساء المتأثرات بالحروب دي، وبالذات النساء اللي كانت حصل لهم العانوا من آثار الحروب مثل التروما وغيره، فعملت لهم عملت مركز هناك، وقدرت تساعد عدد كبير من النساء في المجالات المختلفة يعني.
I believe Siha gets its strength from the fact that, working with survivors of gender-based violence has been very challenging. But the fact that you've worked with a survivor and you've seen the survivor from the minute that they have reported to you to that very end where you see them, they have, gained back their self-confidence is where Siha gets its strength from.
Tetulikoofenga buli omu yeefaako ku lulwe, ne Siha yatuyigiriza ffenna ne tubeera wamu, ti abantu babeera wamu basobola okukola eddoboozi ate ne liwulirwa abalala ekitaaliwo. Kati mu gurupu yaffe eyo twasobola okugiwandiisa neefuuka Fule Registered Cooperative Society. Kakati mu kaseera kano ffe tulina bizinesi ey'okulunda embuzi wano mu Kampala ate ku zero grazing. Tulowooza kati nga bwabaayo season ey'okufuna ssente mu mbuzi, tulaba nti tujja kuba b'amaanyi, babbeeyi gye bujja mu maaso. Ate ffe tulina plan nti tetujja kubeera ku street kwe batugobaganya buli kaseera. Naffe twagala tubeeko awantu awaffe we twegulidde nga bizinesi yaffe yiino, tetunyumira nnyo naffe kubeera ku nguudo.
Something that they've done recently with our women vendors is having a women's manifesto. Now that manifesto showed that there was one voice where women who had been neglected for a long time, women in the informal sector, had issues to present to the table of politicians who could represent them.
Its activist work is grounded in a comprehensive analysis of the conditions within which women exist. So a lot of its work is backed by very sustained research, which is how I developed a relationship with Siha in the first place.
Siha take a very solid stance, and challenge governments across the region in terms of how they are treating women and girls. We challenge governments on the patterns of criminalization of women. We challenge governments, on how they treat women rights defenders and activists, and we take calculated risks, in standing up to power. But we also challenge the international community and those who claim that they are engaging with us to support us. We challenge them on their position, on their priorities, and we challenge them on our role in making decisions about how we should be supported and based on what.
It's the only network in the region which is still very active, committed to women activism, and committed to the cause of seen all women in the Horn of Africa unite under a very big movement that is combating all sorts of violations, atrocities, be SGBV, be all other violations.
Siha is progressing by the minute, and it's not about our number of staff which is increasing, it's about the number of people who feel that this is where they want to be. And this is the institution that they want to be connected to and associated with. And I see Siha becoming more and more influential in developing approaches and modalities of intervention with women across the greater Horn of Africa.
عمرك سمعت النيل رجع يا لصوتك من زمان الزمان الأوان يمكن نرجع في الرجع يا لصوتك من زمان أنا الأوان يمكن نرجع في الرجع. حقك انك تطلعي حقك ما في حقوق بتقوم في مواسم لما اختاروا الجسم المايلة انت استأذن مننا ظالم. حقك انك تطلعي حقك ما في حقوق بتقوم في مواسم لما اختاروا